You know, I play with food for a living nowadays, and I have the same quandary everyone else has. What to make for dinner? Saw some ravioli, and I think I may do that. Do something a little different this time. Instead of boiling it, let's try pan frying it. So I went over to the pasta and sauce aisle and started looking for something to go with the ravioli. And realized I have butter, I have milk, I have flour, I have just about everything I need to go ahead and make my own white sauce, what we're going to call a bechamel. Everything in cooking is about adding layers of flavor. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a can of fire roasted tomatoes, add that in as well as some cayenne pepper. Well, I think I'm about done shopping. So time to go home, start cooking. Oh, wait a second. Frozen section. Ice cream. Gotta have ice cream.
Groceries put away, time to start cooking. This is the ravioli I picked up at the store today. Cheese and spinach, it's a very classic flavor. This is actually fresh ravioli as opposed to frozen, and I got this over in the dairy section of my grocery store. The ingredient list is actually fairly simple. Sea salt, black pepper, cayenne pepper, flour, diced tomatoes, the ravioli of course, and off to the side I have 2 cups of milk and a 1/4 stick of butter. I pre-measured everything, so I have 1 teaspoon of table salt, or actually sea salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, that's optional, 2 tablespoons of flour. Got those nice little containers at the grocery store as well. Get out your skillet, get it hot, pour in your olive oil, just enough to cover the bottom here. You are going to be frying. You'll see the oil start to shimmer a little in the heat. You know it's ready. And as you start to lay in the ravioli, if it doesn't start to sizzle, pull it out and let it heat another moment. I put all the ravioli in the same direction. You will watch it puff up. This way I can flip it all at the same time. Everything stays evenly cooked. And this is what you start to get. You get this beautiful brown color that people don't expect. With this, it has a crunch to it, a little bit of a resistance. People don't expect that, and so it's a textural component. And there's a nuttiness that comes when you pan fry this. You can see it a little bit better in this picture. That's a beautiful color. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it on low, set it off to the side, and start to work on our sauce. If you cover it, make sure your lid is ajar. Otherwise, you're going to trap in the moisture and that beautiful crunch is going to go away. Don't want that. Time to start working on our bechamel. Bechamel is nothing more than a fancy name for a white sauce. We make a roux and we add milk or cream, or half and half. If we add cheese, we can use this then to make a cheese sauce. Cheddar cheese, you have an incredible mac and cheese sauce. That's another video. What we are going to use today is Parmesan. The same cheese that you sprinkle on your pasta. Pull it out of the fridge, measure out a ½ cup. So to start here, we're going to use a 1/4 stick of butter in a nonstick skillet, melted on medium-low heat. Medium-low so we don't burn the butter. Once it's melted, we add in our 2 tablespoons of flour and whisk it in. It'll start to thicken fairly soon, should only take a moment. You want to continue to whisk, and we're going to cook out some of that flour flavor. Some people say not to do it. I like to do it. Right here is our roux. We're halfway towards our bechamel. I've added in the seasonings, the salt, pepper, the optional cayenne pepper. The cayenne does have a kick. If you're not used to heat or don't care for heat, leave it out. If you want, you can always add a little extra black pepper, like about an extra half teaspoon. Whisk it in, and this is what we have. This is our roux that's been cooked a little. We're now ready to go for making this into the sauce itself. If you have everything pre-measured, this whole process is just taking minutes. Keeping the heat on low, add in 2 cups of milk and whisk it in. Keep whisking and it will start to thicken. Patience is a virtue. Time to be virtuous. We're then going to add in a half cup of our Parmesan cheese and we'll start to thicken even more. Let it thicken. So here we have our base sauce. It's a little ivory in color, like golden brown maybe. It is thick. Grab a spoon, have a little taste. If you want, you can add a little bit of salt if necessary, a little bit of black pepper if you prefer. We're going to make this into a blush, somewhere between a white and a red, by adding our fire roasted tomatoes. We're going to take them, whisk them on in again, whisk gently so we don't have material going everywhere. It may thin the sauce a little, but that's going to be okay. Take another taste. If you did use cayenne pepper, you're going to find that the tomatoes add almost a cooling factor to the cayenne pepper. Plating. This is the trick. You want to keep the ravioli crispy. I put about 3/4 of a cup of sauce in the bottom of a bowl and then carefully place the ravioli on top. Keep in mind, this is only taking a few minutes. And I looked at it and said it needs a little something extra. So I had a little dash of parsley. Now we're ready to go ahead and serve. As you can see right here, it looks gorgeous. The texture of the ravioli is all set. It's just aching to be eaten. There's a little bit of heat with that sauce. After I finished the ravioli, I ended up enjoying the sauce just by itself. So I don't know about you, but I'm ready to eat. So until next time, here's cooking with you.